Teacup puppies are adorable, tiny, and trendy. Teacup puppies are not a breed, but a product of unethical breeding practices that can cause serious problems for both the dogs and their owners. According to Pat MD, teacup dogs can weigh as little as 2 pounds and measure fewer than 17 inches when fully grown. However, this small size comes at a high cost. Teacup dogs are more prone to genetic disorders, malnutrition, and organ failure than normal-sized dogs. In fact, Top Dog Tips reports that only 6 out of 20 popular teacup breeds have a life expectancy of more than 12 years. Teacup puppies, with their diminutive size and adorable appearance, have captured the hearts of many. But behind the allure lies a grim reality. These miniature canines are not the result of natural selection, but rather the product of unethical breeding practices. In this video, we will delve into the disturbing truth behind teacup puppies, exploring the ethical issues, health problems, and necessary care associated with these pint-sized pets. Brace yourselves as we uncover the dark side of the teacup puppy industry. The breeding of teacup puppies involves a myriad of ethical concerns that cannot be overlooked. Unscrupulous breeders exploit the runts of the litter, subjecting them to harsh conditions and inadequate care in order to stunt their growth. Inbreeding is rampant within this industry, leading to a plethora of genetic abnormalities and health issues. Some breeders even resort to starvation to achieve the desired miniature size, causing immense suffering to innocent animals. It's imperative to recognize the cruelty inherent in the production of teacup puppies, a practice vehemently condemned by reputable animal welfare organizations and veterinarians worldwide. The health problems plaguing teacup puppies are as numerous as they are severe. Their miniature stature predisposes them to a host of genetic disorders and maladies, including but not limited to hypoglycemia, hydrocephalus, liver shunts, dental disease, and collapsing trachea. Hypoglycemia, a condition marked by dangerously low blood sugar levels, poses a significant threat to teacup puppies due to their rapid metabolism and limited energy reserves. These tiny dogs require frequent, small meals throughout the day to maintain stable blood sugar levels, as untreated hypoglycemia can lead to severe consequences like weakness, trembling, seizures, and even coma, potentially resulting in irreversible brain damage or death. Hydrocephalus, characterized by the accumulation of excess fluid in the brain, is another grave concern for teacup puppies. Their abnormally small skulls and underdeveloped brain structures make them particularly susceptible to this condition. Symptoms of hydrocephalus include abnormal walking, behavioral changes, circling, head tilt, and seizures. Diagnosis typically involves imaging techniques like ultrasound, CT scans, or MRI, and treatment options may include medication or surgery. However, the prognosis for hydrocephalus is often poor, with the condition frequently proving fatal. Liver shunts, wherein abnormal blood vessels bypass the liver, pose yet another health risk for teacup puppies. Genetic predispositions and poor development increase their susceptibility to this condition. Symptoms may include stunted growth, poor muscle development, vomiting, diarrhea, and behavioral changes. Diagnosis involves various tests such as blood tests, bile acid tests, or imaging techniques, with treatment options ranging from medication and dietary adjustments to surgery. However, managing liver shunts can be challenging, and the condition may present life-threatening complications. Dental disease is prevalent among teacup puppies due to factors such as their small mouths, crowded teeth, and retained baby teeth. This condition, characterized by plaque, tartar, infection, and inflammation, can lead to symptoms like bad breath, difficulty eating, pain, and tooth loss. Prevention through regular dental care, including brushing and professional cleanings, is essential, as untreated dental disease can contribute to broader health issues like heart, kidney, or liver disease. Collapsing trachea, a condition where the windpipe's cartilage rings weaken and flatten, obstructing airflow, is particularly problematic for teacup puppies due to their narrow airways and fragile cartilage. Symptoms include a dry, honking cough, difficulty breathing, gagging, and cyanosis. Diagnosis involves physical examination, x-rays, or endoscopy, with treatment options ranging from medication to surgical intervention. However, collapsing trachea can worsen over time, leading to respiratory distress or failure. These fragile creatures are prone to organ failure and developmental abnormalities, with a significantly shortened lifespan compared to their standard-size counterparts. The distressing reality is that many teacup puppies endure a lifetime of suffering due to their breeding-induced health issues, highlighting the inherent cruelty of this industry. Choosing a teacup puppy. Not only do such decisions support unethical breeding practices, but they also jeopardize the well-being of the pet. Instead, it's advisable to consider healthier alternatives, such as adopting a rescue dog, selecting a reputable breeder, or opting for a normal-sized breed to ensure the health and happiness of your furry companion. If you consider a happy, healthy small dog and want to find a suitable one for you, we have another video for you. It's called Top 10 Small Dog Breeds for First-Time Owners, and it features some of the most adorable, healthy, and easy to care for small dogs that you can adopt or buy from reputable breeders. You can find the link to that video in the recommended video after this. Check it out and let us know what you think. Teacup puppies are not easy to care for. They need special attention and care to survive and thrive. They need to eat small meals every few hours to avoid low blood sugar levels, which can cause weakness, seizures, or even death. They need to wear sweaters or coats in cold weather to prevent hypothermia, as they have little body fat and fur to keep them warm. They need to be trained with positive reinforcement, such as treats and praise, to avoid developing bad habits, such as barking, biting, or being aggressive. They also need to visit the vet regularly to check for any health problems, such as heart defects, liver shunts, or dental disease, which can be fatal if left untreated. However, even with proper care and maintenance, teacup puppies are still prone to many health issues, which can shorten their lifespan and reduce their quality of life. This raises ethical questions about the morality of breeding and owning such vulnerable animals. Teacup puppies are also not realistic pets. They are often marketed as cute, cuddly, and convenient, but they are actually very demanding, fragile, and expensive. Many people buy them on impulse without doing enough research or preparation, and end up regretting their decision. Some people abandon them when they grow bigger than expected, or when they get sick and require costly treatment. Some people neglect them or abuse them, causing them more pain and suffering. Some people even use them as accessories or status symbols, without considering their needs and feelings. This creates a vicious cycle of supply and demand, which encourages more unethical breeders to produce more teacup puppies, regardless of the consequences. This is why it is important to educate the public about the truth and problems of teacup puppy ownership and to encourage responsible pet ownership. We made this video to raise awareness and compassion for the plight of teacup puppies and to inspire people to make ethical and informed choices when it comes to getting a dog. If you agree with our message, please subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends and family. Together, we can make a difference for these innocent animals. See you next video.